So we set a high target at Tour de Suisse. We want to become one of the most sustainable cycling events in the world. That starts off with a reduction of 50% of the CO2 emissions by 2027. That's a high target. Do we achieve it?
Yes, it is a high target for sure. I mean, compared to some other events or associations that you belong to, this is probably a little bit faster than what we see across the event space. However, I mean, we are in Switzerland, and we know that a lot of the emissions of the events are linked to people moving around. And so there's definitely a high opportunity to do something in the mobility space.
An important topic are cars and motorbikes at Tour de Suisse. E-mobility is a really important thing nowadays. People are aware of that. What about the Tour de Suisse and e-mobility?
Yeah, so that's a good point. In the race itself, there's probably 200 to 300 cars navigating the country, and so it is in the plan to think about that. And there are some vehicles currently in the organization that are already on an electric basis.
The teams of the Tour de Suisse, or taking part in the Tour de Suisse, it's also a big part of the CO2 emissions all around the event itself. Do you have examples what teams are doing to reduce their own CO2 emissions?
Yeah. So during the race days, we estimate that the contribution of the team is about 5% of the total. And of course, on top of that, you have to add the trips into the country and away for those who are based internationally. So encouraging is that we see teams taking actions. We surveyed them earlier in the year and got quite a few responses. And so it goes across the range of what is possible. Some teams are very advanced, measure their emissions, take actions to reduce it, or even compensate it when it's not possible to reduce it.
What actions will be taken already this year to reduce the Tour de Suisse footprint?
So based on the analysis that we did last year, we realized that mobility is a really big deal. That of spectators, but also teams and the organization in general. So one of our focuses is that. So for example, we are organizing a climate challenge for the spectators to raise awareness of how much emissions a trip can contribute. And then we are also encouraging them to come to the race, for example, on a bicycle or by using public transport. Also by using this app. So the climate challenge itself will be run through this period, and then we'll have some prizes to make the challenge sort of more fun. We're also working with the teams, aggregating information, raising awareness with those teams that just don't have the capabilities today to really focus on that. So we're looking at what all the teams are doing and aggregating that to help everyone think about the issue. And then we're also reaching out to the organization committees, and in the same idea, understand what is going on, report on those activities taking place, and help raise the bar across the entire set of partners.